Good boy. Okay, here we are at day 2 of Rebel's washing down experience. He's just had his morning work in his starting under saddle process, probably 15 minutes in the round yard with me. Not a lot of work, obviously, because he's not fit, and you don't go out and run a 5K marathon when you first start to run. So we'll see how we go today. I don't have my husband helping me film, so if I go off of screen, I do apologise. If you haven't seen the first day of this, head over to my video channel and see if you can find it there under Rebel. And we'll see how we go. Now remember, horses learn from the release of the pressure. So it's when you actually take the pressure off them, explains to them what you want them to do. I want to end up being able to wash Rebel, so he needs to stand still for me to do that. I won't hold him here. He's going to end up standing here of his own accord. So if he runs backwards today like he did yesterday, I try to not turn the water off until he keeps his feet still, and then I turn the water off. We'll see how we go. So same as yesterday, nowhere near him with the water to start with. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Good boy. So he stopped there with his feet and I turned the water off. He just got a fright. Come on. And now he has to come forward because I've put some pressure on the rope. Yeah, good. See, if I was pulling then, I would have continued backwards and there would have been no release of the pressure. And again, I'm holding it here. He will step forward. If I'm pulling, the rope doesn't go slack. So if you're pulling on it and I overbalance, the horse never learns, because he doesn't get the release of the pressure. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. So I guess what we can learn from this is that Rebel is a little noise sensitive. That's okay. That's the way he is. I just remember that when I'm training him. Good boy. He should settle down pretty quickly today. We'll try again. Ah, good boy. And again. Good boy. I scared you first time. Now he's creeping backwards. I'm not going to say he can't do that because I haven't asked him to stay still, have I? He'll go back as far as he can, where he's comfy. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to bring him up. Come on. Come on. Good. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Good. So I'll just give him a little breather. Obviously that quite scares him, that noise. And I actually want my horses to have good experiences, not bad ones. I train for tomorrow, not today. What I mean by that again is I do little things today. I don't have to go the whole hog. He does not have to be washed today. And if I tried to do that, I would just overwhelm him. I want his training to be fun. I want him to enjoy working with me. And we'll get that as we go. Okay, so he's already associated the noise with me picking up the hose. That's okay, so I'm just going to hold the hose and he can come up to me now. So I've got pressure on the halter. I'm not letting go until he comes forward and releases that pressure. Good boy. I'm not actually looking at him. If you can see, I'm actually concentrating more on the feel on the rope. I do watch feet as well because that's actually what I want to hold. So I'll let him have a little sniff in case that's what's worrying him. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Come over here. Obviously, as I said yesterday, he's never been in this shed or even actually near this shed either. So there's a lot happening here. There's a tree behind the shed that scrapes on the roof. Lots of things to set a young horse off. Now, he's gone backwards against my pressure, so I'm just holding. And I've got my body braced, so when he gives, it will be given. It won't be me pulling. So if you watch the rope there, hopefully you'll get to see when he comes, he's going backwards. So I just kept the pressure on. He's sneaking around the corner because his brother's there. Come on. Good boy, that's okay. Ah, good boy. That's all right. Good boy. I've also lucky enough to have a hot wash, so my hot water system's cutting in and out there. That's all right, he has to learn to deal with it all. And as you can see, it's much better already. I don't care, he's creeping a little, I'm not stressed. Good boy. What I'm looking for is for him to relax his body, which he hasn't done yet. In a minute, hopefully he will just, okay. What he did then was he sort of looked towards it. I'm just going to bring him up again because if he creeps away, I actually run out of hose. And I need hose. Come up. Good boy. Yeah, lick and a chew. Good boy. So I'm not putting any pressure on the rope because that's when he leans against it. He can just stand there for me. And if that's where he's comfortable, well, I'm happy. If he keeps creeping away at some stage, I'll make him come back. Good boy. From that angle, you may even be able to see this boy has got a little bit of a conformation issue, which I'm going to have to deal with as we go through the training. Good boy. Very good boy. Now, as I took that off, he actually stepped, but I'm not going to worry about that. Horses are forgiving, and if you beat yourself up every time, I'd already committed to turning the water off, and he'd committed to moving at the same time. That's life. Oh, look at that. Good boy. No. So when I pick the hose up, he runs backwards. So now I'm going to deal with that issue. This is just how you have to break it down. I want you to remember that horses can't learn two things at once. Good boy. Good boy. Would you like a bit of a feel of the hose? Oh, it's not so bad. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hey? Good boy. Come on, up you come. Come up. So as soon as I commit to making him come forward, giving to pressure is one of the basic things a horse has to learn. This overrides everything. No matter what else I was doing, first of all, he needs to give to the pressure. Trust me, later on in life, you'll want that. Come on. So he's only giving his head there, and I actually want him to take a step. He's not that perturbed. He's resting his hind. He's going backwards, and that's okay. I'm just keeping the same. I just kept the same pressure on it. I didn't pull harder. Good boy. Good. It's all right. It doesn't bite that. It doesn't bite you. Good boy. Such a good boy. Now he may run again because I'm going to put the hose on. Good. Such a clever boy. Now he can come back up again. Good boy. Good boy. Woohoo. It's just the noise that's doing his head in. Stand still before I stop it. I hope I'm not going out of picture. There, but I've already got pressure as well, so he can come forward. So I did two things then. Rebel. Good, come on. Now right about now, you'd have every right to be getting pretty frustrated, but yeah, actually, good boy. You just can't. If you get emotionally involved in what's going on, you'll actually spoil it for your horse. He doesn't understand it. Horses just live in the now. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good. Good. It's such a hard life, isn't it, when you have to grow up and do things. Okay. Water's coming on again. Good. Good. Very good. Very good. Eh? Oh, it's just too much, isn't it? It's just too much. I might lose you out of screen, stopping feet, stop water, still have tension on the rope because he has to step forward because that overrides everything. Because I actually can't stand horses that hang back. Thank you. There are other ways around this, which we may end up doing in a minute, because at the moment I actually am thinking he's just starting to be a little stubborn. Because he has that attitude, don't you? Good, come on, come on. Very good boy. Very good boy. Very good boy.